Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Mind, Body, and Heart Tarot Therapy. I'm so happy to sit with you a little bit late this month of July for your general reading. So it's for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I pre-shuffled your cards already. So this is a general reading. If it resonates, it resonates, and if it doesn't, then it's just not your reading. Do not try to fit it in. It's not how it works. Alright, let's see what do we have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the month of July 2019. If Sagittarius is your sun and you're watching this for your sun, go check out also what are the other signs reading, because yeah, whatever you have really strong in your chart might really influence you, or you may resonate with those messages. So you have the Nine of Wands as your current energy. What else do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There you go. This is your card, Sagittarius. Temperance. I love when sun's energy comes into the reading. It's enforcing you to make use of what is it that makes you, to really be yourself. And yeah, we'll get into that. Three of Wands. A lot of Wands energy, which is not surprising given that you're a fire sign. What else do we have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. 3 popped out. So you have the the 8 of Wands with the Fool and the 4 of Cups. I'm gonna read them together. These ones, I never arranged this very clearly. Sorry. And bottom of the deck, your underlying energy is the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. So that's what we're working with, right? This is your underlying energy. This is your theme, the theme of your reading, 9 of Pentacles. So, okay, wait. Before we even go there. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle behind the camera, guys. Or on top of the camera. It's not comfortable, sorry. A few cards turned, but they didn't pop out, so okay, this one pops out. So I have the Page of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. This one really jumped away. We have the King of Pentacles with Temperance. I always read them together. Why am I not surprised? We have the Devil with the 3 of Wands. What do we have for this group here? Let's just give me one. Okay. There you go. 4 and 5. 5 of Cups. And we have the 7 of Cups as your to go along with your theme of 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Oh my God, sorry guys. It's not that I'm unfocused. It's just that I think my mind's already tuning in into trying to really get the energy here, and then my speech sometimes gets a little bit lagging. So we have this 9 of Pentacles going along with your 7 of Wands is underlying energy. And you know, the 9 of Pentacles is all about being independent, being strong within your power, feeling like you have strong boundaries, and feeling like you are all right. You're feeling like you've got this. No, this lady is a lady who's been working hard and now she's enjoying the fruits of her labor. And just the same way that she tamed this bird here, she tamed all her fears and doubts and whatever shadow part within herself. The devil right under, as I say this. Mm, and I think this is what we're going through here, getting here. And with the Seven of Cups, I think it has to do a lot with visualizing yourself as this, seeing yourself as in this like person full of abundance and um, enjoying that abundance. Are you able to see yourself in this position? Or does it seem like fantasy somewhere far away? The Seven of Cups is a card of visualizing, of seeing things for yourself, like trying to see what are your dreams and sort of assessing your dreams, what is like still serving you, and what dreams are just like pure fantasy. And also that visualization and that like taking stock of your dreams and of your aspiration helps you also like making a plan of how to get there. She got here because she had strategies, she worked hard for this. This is not, she didn't get here by pure luck, and you gotta be able first of all to see where you're going, ideally to be able to make any plan whatsoever. And you, Sagittarius, are this person who doesn't like to plan ahead at all. I get it. It's fine. We sometimes need to do also things that we're not particularly comfortable with um in order to not be victims of this life, but to sort of master all our skills. We can be very gifted in some directions and a little bit lacking in others. It doesn't necessarily mean that we gotta run away completely of what we're lacking, but rather learn a little bit about it. And yeah, maybe we use Sagittarius could benefit a little bit by visualizing and trying to like understand how you're gonna get from point A to point B. It's like, okay, there's the magic happening, and somehow it always happens with you to a certain degree. But many, many times you can also feel like there's no way I can get here ever. But I think that, yeah, this is also about like separating fantasy from what is it really possible. And so it's like, again, sevens are also a lot about taking stock and reevaluating. And now you're reevaluating also your emotional states. I kept talking about dreams and fantasy and stuff, but these are cup steel, and um, it's also about taking stock of what emotions that you've been carrying with you are serving you and which ones are poisoning you. And maybe it's a little bit of a time for at least discerning. This guy is a bit confused here. Very cloudy, very dreamy energy. It's time to get a bit grounded and feel through your intuition to know which cup to choose here, which are the ones that serve you, but you gotta feel. All right, so your current energy, you have the Nine of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Wands is obviously is like it's towards the end of this cycle, and I think you'll be happy for that. But Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior. You're tired, man. You've been working hard. You've been pushing yourself. You've been going through a lot, and And it isn't easy. Nobody says it's easy, but nobody says that it should be easy either. We sometimes have this idea that, okay, if we're going on the spiritual path, and if I'm learning a lot about the energy, and if I'm learning a lot about this, and that, everything will become suddenly easy, and I'm sort of manifesting things without putting in any effort. It's never going to be like this. And the more we become aware, the more we feel also the difficulties and everything else. It's just that it doesn't bother us as much as they used to bother us before. So yeah, you're feeling tired here. You're feeling like you don't want to push forward. You're at the end of your energy. But the Nine of Wands is also this message of you're near the end. Don't give up. You're almost there. It's just around the corner. You know, keep going. Whatever it is that you are putting your effort here, and you're feeling super tired, keep going. And you may find very refreshing to take a little bit this page of pentacles energy in, by connecting to your body, by paying attention to your body, by nurturing your body right now, but being more present in the moment, in connecting to nature if you can. If you have the nature around you, or a park or whatever, walking barefoot, anything that helps you feel more grounded. It can be with nature around, it can be with sounds, it can be with simply your body, feeling through in your body. Yeah, feel the tiredness if it's there, and let it go, and then take enough rest. Listen to your body. Your body's telling you what it needs directly. I'm hungry, I eat. I'm not hungry, I'm not going to stuff myself just because it's dinner time. Or I'm going to eat as much as I need, just a little bit or a little bit more. I'm tired, I give myself enough sleep. I have too much energy, I go for a run. This sort of stuff. Listen to your body, because it's just asking you very clearly what it needs. Most of the time we don't really pay attention. In today's society, we're actually trained not to. Oh, you got to stay 8 hours in an office. Of course you're not going to go for a run if you feel like, because you got to stay in that damn office and do the work that you need to do. But there's always the possibility to just go for a short walk or whatever. Listen more to your body and try to give it what it needs and this time, because it will really help you move forward from this position where you feel really tired and like you're about to give up. Also, the Nine of Pentacles has to do, the Nine of Wands has to do a little bit with being have been experiencing something for a long time, and feeling like you know everything there is to know about this. You're like, you're not even trying anymore, you're not open for the experience anymore. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Whenever this happens, I'm gonna do this, and if they say this, I'm gonna say that, and that's how it always goes. And yeah, you may be right most of the time, but playing it like so much of a know-how and know it all based on your experience, you can close yourself up to other new experience and give the benefit of the doubt to the universe. It can surprise us at any time. Yes, it can. So I don't know, it's just another aspect of this card. I felt it's necessary to say it at this point. um but yeah, I think it's really important to ground right now, and to look at this this new opportunity that's coming through. The Page of Pentacles, like now we were talking about the messages that your body is telling you, and feeling grounded and aware. You might get a lot of messages from that, but it's also about like, see, this person's just like observing there's something new in his new value in something, in a practical world, in the physical world. And I think you're just beginning to understand the value of whatever it is that you are working on right now. Is it a project, is a relationship, it does put you here. You're tired, but if you do ground and if you allow, you may see a lot of like something that you probably haven't seen before. and you're gonna really go for it. Look at this person. He's like so, looking at his pentacle here with so much like cherishing it and like, wow, what can I do with this? You know? And you have Temperance and the King of Pentacles coming next. And the Temperance, yeah, is your card. This is Sagittarius energy 100%. And this is one thing about Sagittarius, which is amazing, which is that they can be very philosophical, they can be very inquisitive, they can be very like good communicators. Actually, many people can mistake them as air signs because their fire is a little bit concealed. It's like you guys aren't all that fiery as a Leo or as an Aries. You're more chilled out, more um easygoing, I would say, right? And very positive and cheerful and all that. But you do like to stay in your mind, but in a little bit different way than air signs do, I guess. It's more on the big things, you know, you're influenced by Jupiter, so you love to see the big picture. You love to go to the depth of things, expansion of the mind, expansion of the soul, expansion in a very spiritual sense possible. And the temperance is also telling us that we can influence our reality because we are like the empress is like the alchemist card. Look at this guy here, which is an angel, by the way, with a very fiery heart. um he's like pouring water from a cup to another, and he's like experimenting with it. See, he's got this I don't know how you call this, like the doctors used to have it on the heads. But he looks like a scientist that's just like checking out what happens if you pour some of this into this one. And he's like pouring here the water of life, and water is also symbolizing of emotion, so he's maybe really checking out. And see, he's like one foot in the on the ground and one foot in the water. He's going for the full experience, both sides, the physical and the emotional and the ethereal, the I don't know. And there's the path coming here just from the water going straight to the sun. This is your card, Sag. And I think you gotta go back and embody that energy right now because you need it. Remember what makes you you. Remember what you feel most comfortable with right now. And use that in a really grounded way. The King of Pentacles is like, you know, you grow from the Page of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is like pure abundance. It's like being successful and being really the king of your castle, being the provider, being the builder. And you know, like Sagittarius can be all this happy, happy, joy, joy, jump from one flower to another, butterfly type. Let's have the experience. Let's go that. Let's go see what's behind that little stone and so on. And it's lovely to do that, but do it in the name of growth, not just for fun. It's okay to have fun, but it can become tiring at times, and we can become ungrounded, and then we use all up the energy, and then you're like, okay, why am I doing this again? What am I doing here? Oh, it's been 10 years and I've been traveling the world, and now I thought I'm going to discover the secrets, but now I feel like I don't understand anything. I just feel homeless and like I don't belong anywhere. If you do this in a grounded way, whatever it is that you're doing, if you do this for the name of like, okay, let's see, let's put some value into this, or let's make it valuable somehow by looking at the experience like a scientist. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're just going to travel and see like I don't know what's the street food in each and every country, you can note that down, you can write it down, you can write a book about it, you can make a TV show about it, doesn't matter. Add value or extract the value from your experience. if that makes any sense to you. And there we go, we have the three of wands with the devil. The three of wands, it's all about oh, yeah, temperance and the devil, they're like right next to each other on the opposite side. And funny enough, in the chariot, the two things are the temperance and the devil. And the kind of like temperance supposed to pull you back and to calm you down a little bit, temper you down by bringing this more analytical part of yourself, the more scientist like part, and the awareness, that you can actually learn from the experience. And the devil is all about like tempting you to get out of yourself. There would be no temptations, there would be nothing out there that to pull you out of yourself. You're never gonna get out of yourself, right? And yeah, the devils got a bad reputation in general. It's a card. It talks about the codependency, it talks about the shadow selves, it talks about that what holds humanity back from reaching one's true potential. And fair enough, it represents all that. It also represents Capricorn, by the way. If you have Capricorn in your chart, you may want to look at this and check out your reading for Capricorn as well. But I feel like in this case it's about like uh the devil is an energy of the mind, and it shows us that we kind of need to know what the mind does. We kind of need to understand the mind in general, not just our own, but humanity at large. And we gotta understand this one thing, that is very easy to blame, it's very easy to judge, it's very easy to demonize other people's action, reactions, and uh, habits, culture, whatever, because we can't really relate to that. But it's a very important understanding of the devil that we, each and every one of us, is just as capable to do all the atrocities or all the worst things that representatives of the humanity had done in the past, if we are pushed hard enough in that direction. Imagine that most of the people that had committed like the worst crimes in history have done it, are coming from certain paths, with certain trauma, with certain um, characteristics and genetic construction and whatever. If we were in the same situations, I don't know, if you had your tribe being raped and killed for generations by this other tribe, whenever you meet the other tribe you want to kill them and you want to do the same stuff to them. It's incredible what we can do if we are starving, or if we are acting from revenge, and so on and so on, from a broken heart, from grief. And that understanding of this, and understanding a little bit that we actually embody all the energies that exist in the collective consciousness, helps us to connect better with the rest and judge less. And is not that, and forgive, actually that's important, to forgive. And it's not about condoning terrible actions, it's just not separating them from what makes us human. I hope that makes sense to you, Sagittarius. It goes a bit far, uh, but I feel this is important for you right now to understand. With the three of wands, it's also about like, okay, I've put in the work, I've put in this whole, I pushed myself in this direction, I've done the traveling, and now I'm looking, like you see this guy staying on top of the world and looking at the world as it is. And yeah, in many readings he can have a completely different connotation, but in this reading, like with the devil here, looking at the world, I feel like you're at that place where you need to understand the world as it is. You need to understand, why is it that I'm here, how does this world function, The Sagittarius energy is amazing, is all the traveler, all the explorer, but sometimes you can be stuck in idealism. And this is like getting a little bit of a taste of that hard reality of the dark side of the humanity. And you gotta get grounded a little bit and understand it. It helps you see the big picture, and you'll love to see the big picture. But you need to understand it deeper, not just like take a tip in it and oh, there it is, I got it. And you know what, the Fool for me though, I always felt a little bit like Sagittarius energy. It is not associated with it, I think, but to me it feels like Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy again, and it's a very fast moving energy. So I think like once you've incorporated this understanding, once you like got yourself grounded, once you started like bringing value to your explorations, and to learn how to be also in the temperance energy, where you like know when to hold yourself back, know when to pause and investigate a little bit, but also when to allow the devil energy to kind of push you forward, and to explore and to connect with the people, not just on the bright side, but also to understand some of the darker motivations that have been pushing them. Once you're like looking at all this in retrospective and in perspective, fast moving energies coming through, and you're required to have faith, and you're required to kind of like take a little bit of space and look within and process what is it that makes you sad, what is it that you've lost, and what is it that you still have available to you. You may feel a little bit apathic in this process because you know you're used with all that excitement and all that sensations. Can be a little bit of sensation seeker, the Sagittarius. But you know, you got the Fool here, so you are able to keep that faith, to keep that open heart, to keep that lightness about you while you're in here looking at yourself as well. And you know, like life offers you a lot. You got this cup here being offered to you and not really seeing it. But you're not really seeing it because you're processing probably some loss. And it can be very much a loss of innocence, with understanding a little bit this devil energy, and understanding how we as humanity can be both angels and demons. Angels and demons. We can be each and every one of them. Depends on where we at, and what is it that we experience, and how we process that, how much time we have to process, and how much guidance we have to process our experiences, and gain perspective on them. And this guy here is a little bit lost in this whole mourning part, and it's necessary, I suppose. But keep in mind that you can't get stuck in here. Have faith in the process, and allow this energy to move you forward. What are you? Just want to pull out the card really quick. Okay, that's it. The Lovers, a loss in love of some sort. This is what you're probably pondering or still needing to process and understanding at a deeper level, the angel and demon. And yeah, go through all this and you will be into this energy of feeling independent. You'll find your way there. You'll find your way there. You were one of the most independent signs, so I'm not worried about that. But how to be grounded and independent, that's a different one. All right, Sagittarius, love you, sending you lots of love. I hope you resonated with this. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you here next time.